Hey guys, how's it going? Kyle here, and I am back, and we are going to set this guy up. It's the Netgear Nighthawk X10, which is the R9000 model, 807200 smart Wi-Fi router, and it is a massive unit, and we're just going to kind of go through, critique some things that I've already kind of discovered about it, and then we'll get it started to be set up and kind of plugged in, routed, put the networking cables in place, and just do what we need to do to get it up and running. So I'm gonna walk you through how to do that. And so my first critique, I'm just gonna right off the bat kind of blast Netgear a little bit. So just a little bit. I'm a fairly critical person when it comes to things like fundamentals. This I hate. Let's see if we can get the camera. I hate this connector. I've seen it used before. Why on earth they chose to use it? The needle, it's just a needle pin inside, and when you put it in, yeah, it seats, but boy is it flimsy. I mean, it's not going anywhere. I know it's connected. It's going to stay connected, but if you look up here, why is there that much play? There's just no reason to use this connector. That's my first critique of it. No, it doesn't break. It doesn't break it. I haven't even plugged it in yet, but it does make me question why on earth. I know that they want to do it with least expense, but the device is almost $500. That is not a $500 connection. That disappoints me. I'm really disappointed with that. But c'est la vie, it is what it is. So I'm going to keep it. It's not like I said, it's not a deal breaker for me. But wow, right off the bat, I was like, really? We're going to do that right off the bat? It does lock in. It's not like it's going to come out or anything. It locks in pretty well, but it just is loose in there. And I don't know if the whole connection inside of here is moving around. I would assume it probably has to a little bit. So here's to hoping that you shouldn't really be screwing with that too much anyways. This is going to be always on. But if you did, I would definitely say for a mobile router, probably not the best idea, because to me that's a point of failure. That's going to not work for you over time. It's going to break down, and that will be the point of failure. So just know that going up front, that's kind of a big woe to me. But yeah, so that's number one. And then now what I'm going to do is kind of put it in. I put my router up into a closet that has all of my connections and everything for my Ethernet inside. My internal network in my house will plug in there, but I will keep it all out and down here for this. But no, just know that it will all end up being behind that wall. All right, yeah. So I've plugged it in. It has one of the wall warts that where the plugs are like this, I guess, vertically, and so it comes off the side. It works great for these kinds of where it's a long power strip. It makes sense. Although they're kind of my least favorite. It's kind of a Netgear thing though. But what we're going to do is there's a power switch on the back, and we will just press the button and turn it on. See what everything comes up. Looks to do kind of a self-diagnostic test. And the power LED is there. But I don't have any other cables plugged in, so none of the other things should light up. I would suspect it will end up being a solid color. Let's take a look. Thinking about it. It is relatively quiet. I don't really hear any noise. The fan's not even spinning in there right now, so that appears to be just on a thermostat maybe. Which I guess I can get behind that. I'm good with that. So maybe it might flash until we actually do the initial... Oh no, it stopped. There you go. I was going to say it might flash until we do the initial setup, but it didn't. So we will... Oh, it's even kind of looking for... Okay, it is broadcasting all three, the 2.4, the 5, and the 60 gigahertz bands. So that's great, but obviously we don't have this, and I don't have the guest Wi-Fi on. It looks like, oh, you know what, that means it's broadcasting. I bet that's what that means. I wonder if I turn that off. It's not a button. No, it is a button. No, it doesn't do anything for me. But anyways, let's turn it on. Like, let's actually plug a computer into it and see what we can get up. I'm gonna go through the computer access and do that kind of configuration because I feel like the application itself, it probably works great. I prefer not to use it. It's just me. But yeah, we'll do the computer access to it and see. Well, maybe we'll do both. We'll just do both. How about that? All right. One thing I did want to show is just how easy this was. I have a QR code reader. I just decided, hey, I want to try this. So I'm using my iPad now. But I was like, what? I wonder what that thing does exactly. So whenever you use it, no, it's really awkward to do. It actually puts all the information in for you, just like that. So, I mean, Home Banana 526. That's pretty funny. And then it gives you the option. That's Amazon. It's I was gonna say that's just an ad, but yeah. So you can copy the SSID or copy the password. That's probably the better way to go about it. Go to settings. Go to the airport that I have here, and oh hey, there's this, and I can paste. Bang! Look at that. That's pretty slick. So I like that. And full strength, full signal, and we have flashing the 2.5 gigahertz option. I wonder if there's the 5 gigahertz option. Let's see if we can connect to that instead. Paste. Let's join that guy. Yeah, now we're on the 5 gigahertz option. That's pretty slick. So I like that a lot. That's cool. That's a cool feature. So you just need a QR reader, which I have this free QR reader application, and it pulls that information, and you can just copy the password, or if you wanted to have a different SSID, obviously this won't change will change once that won't be applicable anymore. But for this, that was pretty cool. It's a cool way to attach. And it attaches to that right away. So I like that. That's a neat feature. Way to go, Netgear, on that. Alright, so now on the iPad, I'm going to do the same thing. Touch this guy, and it's going to ask for the password. Or no, actually, I forgot. I already have it attached to my other devices, so it's in my keychain. Great. So now I have two devices connected to the 5 gigahertz network. And what I'm going to do is actually pull up, or excuse me, I didn't mean to grab that. I'm going to pull up the, where's my app store? Where'd it go? There you are. The app that Netgear would like us to go get. And this is, I'm pulling this out of our Do More With, the Quick Start right here. This is cool. So, connect to the internet, plug in your router, all that kind of business. So I'm going to go download the Netgear Genie, and we're going to set that up. Alright, so here's kind of what the app looks like. That you can select wireless settings, and it's going to require you to log in. This is all just the default information right now, so you just tell it to log in, and it's going to log into. And now this is really cool, and I just don't worry, all this changes, but I totally realized earlier when I was talking about the piece of paper here that had this code would change. Well, it actually has a QR code generator now, and you can see that is different than look across the top. So it actually will generate a QR code for somebody else to scan and get all this information. So you can make a very complex password and have it generate a code for somebody just to copy and paste into their, if that's something you use. So if I change this to, say, let's do if I change it to 876543221 and went back to settings, it would change here, and this thing would regenerate and make this applicable. So you can change security settings. There's multiple security settings that you can go through. Have it auto choose the channel, that kind of stuff. And then we're on the 2.4 gigahertz, so you touch here and tell it, well, let's go to the 5 gigahertz. And now obviously I don't want to change this one right now. And then it has its default information, so you would touch here to rename it, redo the key, and then set security the way you want to, etc., etc., and it would generate a new code. And then the same for the 60 gig is set up like that, so you can rename it and set it password, unique passwords for all of them, unique QR codes for all of them. So that is pretty slick. You can also set up guest access on either the 2.4 or the 5. It does not allow you to give guest access on the 60, which is, that's fine. You can set the guest access however you want. You can have it on always. You can have no security. You can just do 1 hour or for however many, it gives you some choices there, which is kind of cool. And I would assume they're the same for this option. Yeah, 5G guest, always, secure. Yeah, it's the exact same. So that is kind of neat. Then the network map is pretty cool too. It will actually draw out all of your connected devices. And that will do, we're not connected to the internet right now. Nothing's plugged into it. But my iPad is connected to it, and you can see they're connected on two different. The blue is going to be over, I guess, the 2.4, and then the green is going to be over the 5. That's what the Genie is. That's what I'm using right now. And then you can turn on access control down here, and you can limit. Hey, I only want different stuff. I don't want to do that right now, so go away. I can touch into the device, get all the information about it, which is great. I can do all the rest for the same thing on this guy. It's great. Oh, it even gives you like the link rate. That's awesome. So even the iPad, this is an iPad Air 2, so it's 780 megabits per second. That's fantastic. I wonder what the phone is rated. That's at 585. So that's cool. It has a traffic meter. You have to turn it on. I've already done so. Obviously there's no traffic going anywhere right now except for the actual thing. There's parental controls, guest access. Yeah. So it's basic right now, but then there's other apps that you do, like the cloud sharing, the VPN, and all that type of stuff. You set that up via other applications. So I haven't made sure, I need to make sure that it's got the latest firmware and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you an introduction to the app in this one and show you how to go about setting up different codes, keys, passwords, and how to do that. And then obviously if you change the password to the network that you're attached to, it will require you to update. You'll have to reconnect your device to the router before it will work again. So just keep that in mind and make sure you write down what it is, because you won't be able to generate this until you can get back into it with the Genie app. And that's how it is. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, this video up with that, and I'm going to keep going with the installation and setup in my future videos. So subscribe, keep watching if you're interested, and I'll move along from here. Thanks, guys.